simple yet powerful word shaping Canada's destiny. Well, it is all going to alter very much in the recent changes to the world's stability and the destiny of each of those nations are going to be very much in the alteration to the world's politics, and comes along with the ever increasing unstable climate across the entire globe. Said that Parliament is formed where all Canadians can make their voice heard through their representatives in the Senate or the House of Commons. It is said, it is not practiced. It is read and written, but not practiced by the representatives or the community as a whole. All things are just written but unable to practice, hence the human beings are unable to capable of being able to practice the principles of good practices. All things fail when it comes to put things into practice. Library section of the Parliament Dominion of the Christ.
It's in the millions. Our most expensive living parallel in Canada has a value of approximately $14 million. What kind of book is worth $14 million? Any suggestions?
The Bible?
That's the suggestion I get the most. But really great collection and also very useful. Now, who has access to it? When we first constructed the library, it was open to the public, but now it's really first and foremost for the parliamentarians, either from the House of Commons side, the library, the Senate. So as you can imagine, if this was still accessible to the public, it would always be filled with people.
Yeah.
Any other questions or comments?
Victoria.
It's okay. It's a nice library. All right, so we're going to go to our next stop. So if everybody could please follow me. No, that's small.
It's a library.
Maybe that's what we turned out to do. A whole collaboration of Jordan self.
I had 9th graders this morning. I was like, all the way, you guys, all the way to the end. Still see some people in the foyer.
Nice chair.
Yeah, no chances.
All right, so the Senate, it looks a lot like the House of Commons. First difference, it's red. And it's red well. We're a constitutional monarchy, of course. And in Great Britain, they have the House of Lords, which is also red. The red makes us think of the monarchy, royalty, which brings us to our second difference. So at the back here, we have 3 seats. Now, as the Commons, we only had one for the speaker or referee. Same concept here, the one more towards the center in the front is for the Speaker of the House. Here is the Honorable Noel Kinsella. But behind it, we have 2 thrones that we didn't have in the House of Commons. So the taller one would be for the monarch. Unfortunately, Queen Elizabeth II can always be here when we have discussions or to accept bills. So we have a Governor General. So His Excellency Honorable David Johnston sits in the taller throne. The shorter one right beside would be for his wife Sharon if she wants to assist during discussions. Population. But then we have a third step. Has anyone ever heard of the royal assent? Okay, so it's the last step before a bill becomes a law here in Parliament.
Okay, Australian legislative, not Australia, Canadian legislative parliament is all the same. Canadian, Australian, New Zealand, South African, pretty much British. They're all British parliaments on the same constitutional setup. Anyway, the tour, exhausting for me because I cannot cope with tours. The only way to go inside this building is by that. The freedom, none of it left. The volumes of people does not allow you to have a freedom of movement or freedom of speech. Everything is governed, controlled, recorded, managed, and corralled. So